What's going on, everyone? It's Julio, the Roadside Genius, and today I'm helping you grow your roadside assistance business by talking about upselling. So if you don't already know what upselling is, upselling has probably already happened to you. Essentially, anytime you walk into a brick and mortar store, like for example, let's say you go into AT&T because you're worried about your internet connection not working at home. Well, while you're there, the guy says, "Hey, have you tried our newest modem?" And then he sees your phone and says, "Hey, you might want to get a new screen for that." What he's essentially trying to do is upsell you on those services. So now that we've got that out of the way, you already know what an upsell is. Let's talk about why upsells matter to us roadside assistance technicians. And the answer is very simple. Obviously, if you upsell on a service, you can make more money. And that's what this is all about. We're all about making more money. And upselling is how we do that. And you're probably wondering, what kind of customers can I do upselling for? Should I try that with a motor club? Should I try that with a retail customer? And the answer is, try it with both. I've upsold to both motor clubs and I've upsold to my retail customers. Now, if you're wondering what services I believe you should be upselling, there's 3 services that I think you should be upselling almost every time you go and do them. Tire changes, jump starts, and lockouts. Right, so whenever you're going out to do a tire change, right, most of the time when you go to do a service, people have a spare tire and they just want you to put it on. But what a lot of technicians overlook is what's wrong with the tire that's on the vehicle, right? Can we find a hole that's repairable? Can we patch this hole? Right, so if you're able to repair a hole, you can tell the customer, "Hey, listen, I know you called me to put your spare on, and I can do that, but I know tomorrow you're gonna take time and go to a tire shop and get this put on. But today I noticed that I found a hole in your tire and I can repair that. It'll just cost you $30, but it's gonna save you an hour tomorrow that you don't have to spend at the tire shop. Do you wanna do that, Pam?" Pam's gonna say, "Yeah, that sounds great, sounds like a great idea. Are you sure it's going to hold?" "Yes, I guarantee the plug." Right? I'm not gonna plug it if I don't think it's going to work. But that's a service you can upsell. Whenever you go do a spare tire installation for a customer, you need to know why their tire is flat. Obviously, if it's blown out, hands up in the air, put the spare on and get out of there. But if you don't see an immediate reason why that tire is flat, you may want to throw some air in it and see where the air is coming from. You might find that there's a small hole on the tread that just needs a quick plug. And a customer will happily pay you $30 for you to take care of that right then and there, as opposed to driving home and then driving to a tire shop, waiting at the shop, getting it fixed, and then going about their business. So you're essentially saving them time, and time is money, so you're giving them money by offering them other services to their tire changes. So just remember that. Whenever you go to a spare tire change, check the tire that you're going to change out. See if it's repairable and offer that customer a solution. Now, another scenario that we run into all the time, you go to a tire change, customer said they had a spare, and you get there and two or three things are happening, right? The spare tire is bad, right? The spare tire is the wrong size, or the spare tire is non-existent, right? And on top of that, you check their tire and their tire is unrepairable. Blowout on the side, she hit a curb, etc. In that situation, most technicians would say, "Hey, you need a tow truck, you don't have a spare I can put on, and there's no other solution I can provide." But if you're an entrepreneurial spirit, this is what you're going to say. If you're a roadside genius, this is what you're going to say. Instead of saying, "Hey, I noticed that you have a bad tire," instead of saying that you can't help them, you're going to say, "Hey, I noticed that you have a spare, that you don't have a spare tire here. We can't repair that, but what I can do in order to save you time is I can take that tire to a tire shop nearby, just down the road. It'll take me about 15-20 minutes, and I'll bring it back here. I'll just charge you an additional $50 or $60, maybe more, right, for going over to do that, and you just pay for the cost of the tire." Most customers, if you do a good job explaining what you're going to do and they're comfortable with you, they will say, "Yes, no problem." And we do that all the time, right? We'll go to a call where customers say, "Hey, I thought I had a spare," or "Hey, I thought this was the right spare." And then they're upset because now they have to call somebody else to help them, but you're already there. So you might as well say, "Hey, listen, I know I came here to change your tire and I know this doesn't fit, but there's a used tire shop just down the road. I can charge you an extra $80 and you pay for the tire. And instead of you calling whoever you're gonna call, you just pay me an extra $80 plus the cost of that tire, and we'll get you on your way," right? And we charge $205 for a service like that here. So the profit margin, instead of just making $60 or whatever you were going to make to change the spare, now you're replacing it, and we make about a $140 profit most of the time when we go and pick up tires from customers' vehicles, take it to a tire shop, get it swapped, bring it back to the customer, right? And it's all It's all within what the customer will be letting you do, right? So if the customer is okay with you doing that, then heck yeah. Some customers don't like the fact that you're going to take the tire from them and bring it back. But most of the customers, if you do a good job explaining what you're going to do, you can do that and you can make a whole lot more money than just $60 on a tire change. So just remember that. You can upsell the crap out of a hole in the tire as a repair, and if there's no other solution as far as the spare being put on or the tire being repaired, offer a tire replacement. The worst you can get told is no. So make sure that when you go out and do a tire change, check to see if you can repair and try to upsell. And if you can't repair anything at all, try to replace. So that's that on tire changes. The next service that I think you should be upselling is jump starts, right? Whenever you go do a jump start, I've seen folks take battery tenders out. I myself have done it before and it works, right? You go out to do a service call. Usually whenever a customer has a dead battery in their vehicle, they're gonna know why. Hey, I left my lights on. Hey, this happened. Hey, that happened. But then you as a technician can still do a certain checks, right? So what you're looking for whenever you do that, you're looking for corrosion, you're looking for loose terminals, you're looking for old battery ages, and you're looking for a customer that doesn't want to deal with this inconvenience in the future, right? So whenever you see a corrosion whenever you see some corrosion, you see an old terminal, a warped battery, whenever you see anything that's out of the ordinary, you can tell that customer, hey, listen, this is corroded, this needs to be replaced, the battery's bulging, it needs to be replaced. Because you left the light on overnight, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get you started today. However, this battery may fail you in the future. It might take a week, it might take a month, but it's probably going to fail. And I don't want to see you with another trouble, or I don't want to see you facing that same problem later. So would you like for me to just replace the battery, right? Most of the time, customers will be happy that you offered a solution. They may not purchase right then and there, but the next time that problem happens, they're going to think about you. And the next time it happens, if you upsell again, you're going to get the sell. So just remember, whenever you're doing a jump start, carry a little battery tester, find some problems with what's going on, and tell the customer that it may happen again and she may need to replace it. And you're not lying to the customer, so don't get it wrong. You're not lying to them. You're addressing concerns to them and offer them a solution to their concerns, right? So make sure that whenever you do tire changes, offer repairs, offer replacements, jump starts, offer replacements, find problems, let the customer know there's an issue, and offer a solution. The next service that you can do an upsell on, and it's very easy to, but it requires you to have a very built business. What I mean by that is you need to have a key machine to upsell a lockout, right? So whenever you go do a lockout service, somebody has locked the only key that they have in their car. And if that key is lost and you offer them a solution, another key, right? Now they don't have to worry about calling you back to come unlock their car. Now they can just go get their key. Will you cut yourself out of future business by helping that customer? Yes, but that customer may talk good about you for offering her a service that many technicians hadn't offered her yet, right? I've had customers call me back to back saying, hey, I locked my keys in my car again, Julio. Or, hey, Julio, I've done it again. Can you come help me unlock my car? And I wish I would have had a key machine at that point in time to offer that service to my customers, but I didn't. But that's another service you can upsell. And those are really the three services that you can upsell really well in this industry: tire changes, jump starts, and lockouts. You can upsell it to your retail customer who's calling you, who wants you to come out, that they know you, or you can sell it to a motor club customer. Motor club customers have this problem all the time. And we know that clubs make customers wait and they're very unforgiving. So whenever a customer calls you and wants to do this, whenever you get to a customer that's been waiting for a motor club for 30 minutes, an hour and a half, two, and let's say you're gonna go change their tire and you get there and their spare's bad. Now they're gonna probably call their insurance company to get them a tow. Insurance company is gonna take another 2 hours, but you can negotiate with this customer. Hey, listen, I know this isn't great. This isn't what you wanted to hear. You thought you had a spare, didn't work out. I can take your tire and go get it replaced real fast, and I'll probably be back here and done faster than the insurance is gonna tow you to the tire shop. Do you want me to do that? So tons of opportunities for upselling. Make sure that whenever you do a tire change, jump start, or lockout not so much because you need locksmithing equipment, but it's all in the business of growing, guys. And this is why I make these videos, so you guys can connect the dots and put it together so that you understand that the more services that you offer, the better off you're going to be in the long run, right? And most of you are probably wondering, well, That's great. You know, when you get a customer, when you have a motor club call you and send you a job, that's great. But I don't get a lot of retail calls, right? The reason that you're not getting a lot of retail calls is because most people are advertising on ads to get those phone calls. In fact, I run ads myself, and if without them, I wouldn't get all these phone calls that I always talk about. So if you're interested in getting more cash calls for your business, I'm gonna post a link down there. Sign up and have a meeting with me. We'll discuss what it's like to work with us, and we'll move forward from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and wait on the next video because I will be coming out with more videos teaching you how to make more money and grow your roadside assistance business. Stay tuned for the next one.